Warthog Princess, and welcome back to another lug video. This lug video is going to look at the lineup of large handbags from Lug. It is not all inclusive. There are like a small to medium category, and there is an extra large or convertible category. But even this middle category, which is large, buffering into the extra large, is still not all inclusive. Lug has an extraordinary variety of bags to choose from, old and new and whatnot, but this is a pretty good look at the spectrum of options for sure. So here goes. This first one is, I would say, borderline medium to large, more on the large side, which is why I included it in this category. And as with my last video comparing the shimmy with the campers and whatnot, I will say that I have not used all of these bags yet because I bought them all at once and it's just going to take time to use them all. But I do like them all. I am very happy with all of them, and I've done some fit tests with them, so they'll be fine. Yeah, they're all great bags, for sure. So this is the Promenade, and it is in brushed navy with navy sparkly bottoms. I really kind of like these. It's a special touch. This was one of the very first bags I bought, actually, and I bought this on QVC. Got a really good deal for it. But the brushed navy, I like navy stuff for sure. It has the foam pocket on top, which is a horizontal pocket. It is like a tote style bag, so you have the two handles, but they have a pretty generous strap drop. So even a big girl, I can put my shoulder in there, no problem. I can carry it on the crook of my arm, or you of course have the removable adjustable crossbody strap. And this one does have a removable pad on it as well. And the pad does have the no slip grip on the one side and quilted on the other. So it's actually kind of a nice pad on there. The straps themselves do have also the no slip grip that wraps around, so it gives it a nice grip handle feel. The tote handles do have metal rings here, so when you're not using them, they do lay flat, which is nice. A very nice thing for sure. Okay, but on the front, you have a pocket on pocket style with a snap closure on the flap pocket here. And inside it's just a nice pocket. And the pocket does have some gusset to it. You can put your phone there very easily. You could put some wallets. I do not know how well this is the handspring. Handspring, it does fit, but you can't snap it. So that's a no for me. But like the tram and the smaller wallets would definitely fit in there very easily. Or you could put your sunglasses there and whatnot. So there's that front flat pocket, and behind that pocket is a zipper pocket, and this has a built-in wallet to it. This is RFID. There's the tag right there, and you have 8 card slots, 4 and 4. So if you're not using the card slots as a built-in wallet, your wallet does fit very, very nicely in this pocket. It is a single zipper, but it zips up very nicely, so I would probably do that. The front does have its own gusset, like I said, so it's not super thick, but it would fit sunglasses, definitely would fit the phone, even with the wallet behind it. It's just, you gotta make that snap find its home. It fits fine. I just had to find the snap closure. Okay. Yeah, this is why I like magnetic flaps. I don't have to find the hole. All right, so there you go. And then, like I said, you could put the cell phone up above, or you could put your sunglasses. So for me, I usually alternate one or the other depending on the fit of everything inside. On the back of this bag, you have 2 big things. You have a trolley sleeve, and this is where I always say, like, man, if there was a zipper on the bottom of that buys you an extra slip pocket, which in the COVID world, this would be perfect for me because the zipper pocket, I could have my clean masks and I could put the dirty ones in the slip behind it and keep them separated and not have to use pouches. There's things like that. That's one example. But this pocket on the back is a big pocket. It does run the full length and depth of the bag down to the top of the glitter. It doesn't go beyond that. There you go. Inside the bag, you have a clear pocket on the back that does run about 3/4 of the width, or maybe 2/3. I'm gonna zip that up. On the opposite side, you have several things. You have a soft lined cargo pocket with elastic. You have 2 pen slots, and then you have a key fob attached to a loop here. So just like some of the other handbags, you can remove that, and now you have a free keychain with your bag, which is cool. There you go. And it does have a recessed zipper with a flap closure, so again, you don't have to come to a point. You have some depth on the top of the bag for extra capacity. Okay, so that's the Promenade. And I don't know if they came out with multiple versions, but I just really like that blingy blue on the bottom. The next one we're going to kind of breeze by because we just did a detailed video on them, and I will include that video link right here. Here is the Camper 3 in Botanical Multi and the Camper SE in Bloom Black. These two are very, very similar to each other and slightly bigger than the Promenade. If you want to see that kind of pseudo standing next to each other here. They're similarly sized, but like I said, the Campers are just a little bit bigger. I think the base of the Promenade is wider, but otherwise, there you go. Definitely all in the same group of sizing. Now, stepping in the same group, I would call the Zipliner also a large bag. And the Zipliner compared to the Camper SE, you can see the similarities in the sizes. Completely different layout though. So looking at them front to back, the Camper has this curved top, whereas the Zipliner has more of a straight top. And then width on the bottom, very similar. Slightly wider on the Zipliner, and you also do have the plastic feet. No plastic bottom on either of them, but still very wipeable. Okay, so this Zipliner is in the heather gray, so you do have that cloth-like feel and the sophisticated look. I just really, really love their heather gray and their heather indigo and the heather new. I like the heathers. Yeah, which is funny because when I was growing up, there was a movie called The Heathers, and it was about mean girls in high school. That's a side story. So the top pocket is your phone pocket. It is a vertical phone pocket, and it fits the phone very nicely. It's nice and deep. My phone is, 2 fingers down from the top of it. Very easily accessible. Right below that, you have a nice zipper pocket. In this zipper pocket, it is RFID. Your tag is right here, and then nothing else in the pocket, but it does go to the bottom of the bag. So let's check this Runway Envelope, which is stuffed with tech stuff. It's too wide for the slot, but yeah, it doesn't fit in the pocket. The smaller one would easily fit. And my wallet does fit. You just have to angle it in. It sits about 2 fingers below the top of the back. So there you go. But it's a little bit of a tight fit, not totally. So any of the smaller wallets would fit more easily there. Then you have your pocket on pocket, just like your puddle jumpers. I love these pockets. Dual-sided, nothing fancy, but there you go, pocket on pockets. They fit tons of things. And in the COVID times, like a clean mask, dirty mask, whatever, you could do it however you want. On the back, there is there's a dog hair, but there's a zipper on the back, and in this pocket, you have 2 pen slots right here. And there you can see the pattern. It's I think it's crosses and lines or something. Anyways, there you go. Inside the bag, well, first of all, these straps are different. So this is a shoulder bag. It is not a crossbody bag. So it fits in this category, size and capacity and structure and whatnot, but it is the only one in this group that is not crossbody capable. So we have the Promenade, which is a tote version, and this one, which is a backpack version. So you have your straps, and if you're not familiar with the Zipliner, if you want to convert it to a backpack, you just pull the straps over here, and now you have instant backpack, and fits very nicely on there. But it is like a slack backpack fit. When it's full of things, it actually looks much better, of course, and hangs better. But yeah, and then when you want to convert it back, you just slide those straps right back up. Some people prefer to have it a crossbody, so they've done their own personal modifications to the straps. I haven't done any surgery on mine yet. I might just leave it as it is because if I truly want that crossbody function, I can use my other bags for that. All right, inside the bag, you have 2 cargo pockets on the front. On the back, you have your privacy pocket. Now, one other thing about the Zipliner is you have this side pocket. It's a zipper on the outside. This is an insulated pocket on the side, and it is perfect for your 12-ounce Chuggies. You just put it right in there and then zip it up, and now you have an insulated bottle inside an insulated pocket. Also fits my little snack tower very, very nicely. So if you want to, instead of carrying water, you want to carry snacks, you can do that too. Yeah. The only thing about that pocket is on the inside of the bag, you can see right there that that pocket does eat up some interior space. So if you're using that pocket for anything, you're giving up some space on the inside, and vice versa. If your inside's full, you may not be able to use that exterior pocket to its full capacity. All right. So that is the Zipliner in Heather Gray. And next one up, we'll just go side by side with each next one. So the next one is the Double Dutch in Riverwalk Navy. You can see it's similarly sized, and yeah, again, the Zipliner is slightly taller, and then the bases of the bag, see if I can get these lined up. It does not have feet and is just slightly bigger than the Zipliner in both directions. So it's a little wider and a little thicker. Not hugely so, but definitely bigger. So the Double Dutch, this was one of my first handbags, and I haven't used it yet, but it's an interesting configuration with all these pockets on pockets. Some of them have extra gusset and some do not, so that will affect how you pack it, and I look forward to sorting that out in the future, hopefully near future. But you do have a phone pocket here. It is a north-south phone pocket, and my 6S Plus does fit in there. It barely is tall enough to snap over top with that magnet, but it is tall enough. It is a little narrower, but the phone comes out pretty easily. On this side, you have a horizontal pocket, which has quite a bit of gusset to it. You can see that here. So you could put, like for me, I might put my keys there because they're a little bit bulky. But then you have this vertical pocket right behind it, and it is a pretty good size as well. And it does have its own gusset in addition. So you have about 1.5 fingers here, and then you have 1 finger or 2 here. So 2 different spaces independent from each other. Then behind all that, you have 2 horizontal pockets. You have a zipper, which inside has a lot going on. You've got 4 card slots right here, 2 pen slots in the middle, and then you have another pocket here. It is a soft lined elastic pocket there. So for me, I'd probably put phone in the phone pocket and then my sunglasses behind it, most likely. Most likely. And this pocket is in fact RFID. Your tag is over here. And so in this pocket, I might put my wallet because it fits very, very nicely down deep in there. So this would for sure fit all of your large wallets, no problem. I would even say, I forget the name of it now, but the travel one might even fit in there very nicely. But the zipper pocket, and behind it you have a magnetic slip, so you have some space in there as well. And as far as gussets on these, those 2 wide pockets I think are sharing space, so you can't put big bulky things. I've got this large Runway envelope, pretty well stuffed with tech stuff. So if I put that in that magnetic pocket, let's see if I put this in the next pocket, yeah, we're starting to bulk. So if I do that, now that magnet barely stays closed. And the phone is gonna be a little more difficult to get in and out. It does work. Yeah, so that wallet in that pocket bulks it. So I would, unfortunately, not do that, because if I don't, then that back pocket closes on that. So you see the trade-off. And inside wise, yeah, it works, but you have to be creative in the way that you pack the different bags because of the space that's shared or not shared at any given time. And all the bags are a little bit different. Okay, so inside of this one, you have a big soft line cargo pocket across the front. My iPad would not fit in here because I have the big iPad Pro 12.9, but most would fit, I think. This strap is not removable. It is nice and wide and generously adjustable. There is no pad on it. This one does not have the secret pockets like the camper does. The strap, kind of just the bag itself, forms up into it like a hobo style edge. Other than that, inside the bag on the back wall, you have a privacy pocket. So you just have a big slip and a privacy pocket. Pretty simple inside. On the back, you have a snap pocket. No organization, but just a snap pocket. So a lot of capacity and a lot of different ways you can rack and stack the bag, of course. There we go. So that's the Double Dutch in Riverwalk Navy. The next one up is the cable car, and this one is in brushed walnut. I really like this bag actually. So here it is side by side with the Double Dutch. You can see that it is bigger than the Double Dutch. Let's put it in front as well. And these are both not standing fully on flat bottoms, so it's just slightly taller and maybe a little bit wider. Yeah. So looking at the bases, pretty close to each other, pretty close. I think the cable car is just a little bit wider. Okay, so looking at the cable car, different kind of quilting on this one, and I think it looks really sharp. It's a double diamond stitching with these wide diamonds on it. It is kind of like the camper in that it has these two pockets on front. And I have used my camper actually, and that is a factor for packing. So this one, the front one is your RFID pocket. There's the tag right there. And my wallet will easily fit in here, of course. It's a nice wide opening. Actually, I really like this. But it doesn't have a separate gusset from the rear pocket, which is soft lined. And since it doesn't have another upper there, that's probably my cell phone pocket. On the back, you have a pocket just like on the camper that's kind of not all the way across, but it's just a pocket, nothing special about it. And because it's a little bit narrow opening, you can't fit like my big runway envelope back there or anything. It does have the pockets on the side, which generously sized fits all the water bottles like we've been seeing. This one, like the camper, does have those secret pockets on the end. See, because you have that big paddle shape of sewn on, and this one has rivets at the top, but you still have that space in between, which, intentional or not, is a great little pocket for hand sanitizer, masks, etc. This is 3 fingers wide easily, and I have very big hands, so there you go. Inside the bag, again, well, before you go inside, the straps are adjustable, generously sized and wide, but not removable. Inside you have privacy pocket on the back with a key clip. No fob and no bungee, but you have a clip, not just a loop. And then you have, on the opposite side, you have your double stacked slips. The back one, the upper one is soft lined. The lower one has 2 pen slots inside of it right there. And then on the other side you have, it's not plastic, it's actually a mesh pocket. And it has its own gusset on the side so you can stuff it up with stuff. And that is your cable car. And this I bought on one of the Lug Live shows, and I fell in love with the brushed walnut. So I got a couple other items in that as well. There you go. And 2 more bags to go. This next one is the Scuttle in Concord. Concord. So you can see this one's a little bit different shape. And we're back to like a tote style handles on this one. But size-wise, definitely in the same category. So the Scuttle is a little bit more rounded shape, and when you look at the base of it, it's a little bit more of a oval bottom, so it's not that regular rectangle. It has cargo slots on the side, just the same. It does have a removable, adjustable crossbody strap, and it also has the metal fittings here, so the tote straps will lay flat when not in use. They have no slip grip around the top of the handles, and a nice, generous, very, very comfortable strap drop, and this little curved entry here, so that's quite nice. On the outside, pocket-wise, you have several things. You have your phone pocket that's built in, soft line, lug standard. It is nice and wide, but it is a north-south pocket. Where did I just leave my phone? in the double Dutch. Yeah, I left my phone. Now I see what happens to the lug livesters. They lose their stuff all the time. All right, not critiquing, just I see why. All right, so that fits, like I said, very nicely. That is a very generous pocket. You have 2 cargo pockets on the side, and you also have this zipper pocket here that's a vertical zipper. It's not hidden per se, but it is a little bit discreet. And because the hardware matches the color of the bag, it is more so discreet. Inside here, the pocket is roughly this half of the front. And inside you do have a key bungee. And there's your colorful interior, which we'll look at again in a moment. There's a key bungee, and in fact, that is a great place to put my keys for sure. On the back of the bag, you do have a zipper pocket, and it goes about 3/4 of the way across. Inside this pocket, you have a slip pocket and 2 pen slots, and there's another look at that beautiful striped interior. It's a little bit on the dark side, but it actually is bright at the same time. It's just not like very visible bright. It's just bold colors bright. On this one side, it's not just one slip pocket, by the way. It's a big slip with 3 more card slots on the front of it right here. And that is a little more tough to see because there's not like a trimmed edge. It just has a seam. So you just kind of have to look a little more closely. And this pocket is in fact RFID. The tag is right there on the side of the slips. Okay, so that's actually, to me, the back of the bag that has the RFID wallet on it. It's kind of interesting. All right, inside the bag, you have your zipper that's slightly recessed. It is a flap closure. It does open with the wide zipper opening. On the front, you have a double plastic. Let me take that out, sorry. 1 zipper, 2 pockets right there. And on the back, you also have 2 pockets, but they're cargo slots. So let me put the strap back in and the tissue back in until I use it anyways. It shouldn't be this hard to put tissue in the pocket. Okay, so we put that back in there. But this bag, by the way, for my Vera Bradley fans, to me is very, very similar to the Glenna. So we will do a future video that looks at them a little bit more closely, side by side, crossband comparison. And lastly, in this lineup is the Windjammer. And this bag is definitely bordering on the extra large. So you can see side by side with this Scuttle, which is the largest of these so far, and then you have the Windjammer, which is bigger for sure. And the Windjammer is quite a nice bag. This is a Windjammer SE in Midnight Black. It is pocket on pocket up front. The front pocket has just a regular lining. You could put your phone there even though it's not soft lined. But that pocket does not have its own gusset, so if you put something fat in there, it's going to affect the pocket behind it. And that pocket behind it is a double zipper, and it opens up with that crescent opening very nicely. You have 6 card slots right here in the front, 3 and 3. You have a key fob on a key loop there, so you got your built-in keychain that you can take off. You've got your clear window all the way across there as well. It's a nice pocket with a lot of utility to it. And it has its own gusset. So even though it shares space with that front piece, it does not share space with the pocket behind. It has its own gusset there, nice and wide. And it is a very big pocket, so you could easily fit your wallet in there, and you can actually push it to the side, and look how much extra space you have over here on the side of it. This pocket is RFID as well. Here's your tag right here by the key fob. This pocket could also fit, instead of this fat Runway Envelope, also easily fits in that pocket. So this is a great size bag. Above that, you have another zipper pocket, and this is where you start to get into a little bit of space sharing with the inside. So if you put something bulky in this pocket, you may lose some capacity on the inside, but there you can see that confetti interior. But your big runway envelope like this will easily fit in there. Some of your transports would. And if I put it in there, I can still use those inside pockets. Let me move all this out. There you go. But inside you do have two big cargo pockets on that side, and they're very usable, even with that thick envelope in that zipper pocket. I've got myself all tangled up here. Alright, oops, that was unzipped. So take the envelope out. Okay, this one, again, like the Scuttle and the Promenade, does have the tote type straps. It is even a longer strap drop. It does have the no slip grip on the top, but easily fits under your arm. Very, very comfortable, and carries very comfortably for a nice big bag. Nice wide, removable, adjustable crossbody shoulder strap you could use as well. And just like the other ones, it does have the metal fittings here, so your straps will lay flat when not in use. You could, if you wanted, leave this pocket unzipped and tuck your strap inside when you're not using them, if you prefer to have a clean look for your crossbody strap. And on the back, there is a trolley sleeve. It's the Velcro strap style. And then behind that, you do have a magnetic opening, just a big pocket. The pocket does have two pen slots, but you could also tuck that back strap into there. So now you have just your crossbody strap, and you know, you could still quickly change to carry it tote style, but at least they're not flapping all over and catching on things. So that is an option. Now, going to the inside of the bag, you have a privacy pocket on the back, and like I said, you have those two cargo pockets on the front. And that is it. So that is the Windjammer SE, and that concludes this spectrum of lug handbags look. There you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you're all having a great week and looking forward to a wonderful weekend ahead. Take care. Bye for now.